Let's do that again. Hello, VOD people. You missed, like 30 seconds of a stream. Uh, just a quick recap. We're going to be working on bug fixes and stuff for Nightmare Kart version 1.11, which will be out before the actual planned DLC. So that's higher priority, even though it is less fun. We're not going to be working on new characters or anything. We're going to be working on bug fixes. So that's what we're doing today. Now, let us actually... Sorry, VOD heads. Sorry. Cootie, hello. Is Nightmare Kart having a hot girl summer? Nightmare Kart absolutely is. But yeah, now we can actually move on over to the main viewer. Here we are. Actually, you know what? Holy shit, this belt is one notch too tight. You know, like, maybe you don't know. You know, you put a belt on your waist. You know, you got a cute little waist belt. You put it on super tight, and then you sit down. Your body expands, and all of a sudden you can't breathe. Whew! There we go. That's a lot better. Do you mind if you ask about bugs that might be addressed in the update? Yes. So, you know, we do have a super comprehensive bug report list on the Discord. So if you want to report any bugs, I suggest instead of putting it in chat, where it will guarantee be missed and forgotten, you can go ahead and post it on discord.gg/LWMedia if you really want to. There is a bug report channel in there. So please, I ask you to not flood my chat with bugs. 99% chance I already know they're there, and they are in my bug list right here on my second screen. The two we are going to... Can I get a hell yeah? I can get a hell yeah. Chat, can we get some hell yeahs in chat? Right, so the two most pressing bugs are... when you die and respawn, your speedometer will sometimes vanish and not come back. That's a known bug. Oh yeah, sorry. Let me link my Discord. Actually, is it discord.gg/LWMedia? Let me see. Resources. Discord permanent invite link. Invalid invites. That's fun. Hold on. Let me go to. I love how Discord ties being able to make an invite link behind a paywall. I fucking hate Discord. I fucking hate Discord so much, chat. Chat, you don't understand how much I fucking hate Discord. Okay, I have a non-custom invite link. I'm going to post it in the chat right now. We are not editing stream info. Can I... Oh my god. And the stream manager, the fucking Twitch stream manager doesn't fucking work either. What a fucking mess of a stream. Holy shit. Stream manager. Welcome to... There we go. Okay. Paste you in. Boom. There we go. There's the invite link. It's not custom anymore because Discord was trying to pressure me into giving them money over the threat of breaking every single link we put out in the world. So, yo, hey, you're the person from the I've Become Sex animation. Well, yeah, that's not the I've Become Sex animation, but like my cute little reanimated version of that animation, yes. You love how my VTuber face animates. Thank you so much. Alright, it's posted. Anyway, so, yeah, the first bug we're gonna look at is speedometer vanishes on death and never returns. Now, I've done a few tests and I have not been able to replicate this, but I have seen it happen in action. You know, I watch streams and shit. So, we're gonna go ahead and jump on over to my test map. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna, what am I gonna do? I'm actually going to open up my game instance. I'm going to edit some information here. Just to make testing easier. We're going to change our vehicle, I guess, to motorcycle. We are going to be not Gregory, we're going to be the hunter. Okay, that's correct. 0 AI racers. Okay, and for some reason, chat, whenever I edit this blueprint specifically, it makes the Unreal Engine extremely unstable and prone to crashing. So, Super fun. So what we're going to do is compile and save my changes, and then to get ahead of Unreal Engine crashing, we're actually just going to close Unreal Engine and then restart it. That's how we get around it. It's really strange. I know it's very awkward, but you know, when you've been working in an Unreal Engine project for 25 plus months, it gets a little bit unstable. What can I tell you? How's the bug fixing today? Well, we're gonna fix our first bug. Grogfella says the meme animations are always really fun and a good reminder that you're a good ass animator. Well, thank you. I have a lot of big, ambitious ideas for the next one. That's Do Not Watch This Video 10. You know, we're finally at 10. It's kind of insane. We've done 9 already. So, we'll see. We'll see. How, this might be my biggest one yet. I think my longest Do Not Watch video is not even a minute long. Hold on. Do not watch this video. The first result is the Become Sex one. That's really funny. Hey, what happened to the music? There we go. Playlists. I don't think a single one of these is over a minute long. Yeah, Do Not Watch This Video 8. The what does YES spell one? That one's that's 51 seconds. It's my longest one. I think my next one's gonna be over a minute. My voice is the music. Oh, thank you. I've been working really hard on this voice. I'm still working on it. I really love when, you know, when your voice gets, okay, chat. Okay, I made a revelation. I got sick once. You know when you get sick and your voice gets like, your voice changes in a way that you like? I'm sure all of you have experienced it at some point in your life, right? I remember my voice got squeaky. Squeaky isn't the right. You know when you try to get too high pitch and your voice box just like breaks, like your voice breaks? I did that. I think that happened a lot, and it was really cute. And it was really the Tom Hanks voice. That's fucking hilarious. That really made me feel euphoric, and I've just been chasing that high ever since, basically. So, you know, I'm trying some new things. I'm feeling like I'm ready to experiment a little bit with my voice, but whatever. I'm kind of happy with where my voice is. Sick voice, yeah. Y'all are so sweet. Okay, so let us move on to trying to the first thing we need to do. I'm moving my hands as if I have hand tracking on for this stream. I don't. Lettuce. Oh yeah. So chat, for those who don't know, I guess I might as well just show off. This is the biggest mainline feature of Nightmare Kart 1.11 is first person mode. Why am I player 2? Wait, what the fuck? Hold on. 1 second. I'm plugged in as player 2 and there's no player 1. There we go. So actually, yeah, so the first thing, like the biggest feature is first person mode, which is kind of exactly how you'd expect it to work, right? It's just, you know, it's a racing game in first person. Nothing crazy about it. Nothing too crazy about it. It's like you're there. I also mapped change camera mode to the right stick. So now you have far, you have close. These were the 2 options that were available since launch. And then you have first person. That's the third one. So I added the third one, and it's first person. A lot of games, I want to say like almost every racing game has a first person mode, and it felt kind of weird that that Nightmare Kart didn't have one. So it's not finished yet. This mode alone has a lot of bugs. So we might be fixing first-person mode. I want to say I addressed most of the bugs, but right now we are going to be moving over to the default Nightmare Kart camera, and we will be addressing the speedometer. So, allegedly, when you die, obviously it hides parts of your HUD, right? It hides the speedometer, and then when you respawn, the speedometer doesn't come back. But it does here, which is interesting. I haven't been able to replicate this. So we're actually going to do some normal, non-testing races. And see if we can... I'll make more tracks too. Fuck. And see if we can get this to replicate. Waste of skin! Annika says your work is very impressive. Thank you. I appreciate that. First person bunny mode. Grog says the character model is invisible. Yeah, so when you're in first person, it hides the character model, but only for the player. So if you jump out to a different camera, your player will be there. So they're only invisible from that camera view. So like if you're playing, like if you're doing split screen and both of your characters are in first person and you're looking at each other, you can still see each other's model. Classic first person stuff, right? You know, like you're playing a first person shooter and, you know, your view has compiling shaders, holy shit, and your view has, you know, floating arms, but in everyone else looking at you, you have a full character model, right? That's pretty common. So it's kind of like that, except there are no first-person arms. It's just invisible. Because this isn't, you know, if this game was made to be first-person from the ground up, maybe I would consider doing first-person arms, but this is just a bonus feature, so... Nuh-uh. Okay, we are compiling shaders. Luckily, shaders do not compile on a packaged version of this game. I want to say... within like the past few years, compiling shaders has leaked out from the game engine version of the game into the launch version. I remember seeing gamers who have never made a game or even tried to make a game in their life complaining about compiling shaders, and I was like, whoa, that's wild. I've been complaining about compiling shaders since college. And now it's leaking out into the executable file? That's fucked up. Chat, that's fucked up. Okay, I have disabled all my debug commands outside of that test level because I don't want to forget to turn them off. So I just need to die the old-fashioned way. So we're just gonna drive down this pit. Oh right, Fall to Death voids don't actually kill you anymore. They just reset you. So I need to be killed the old-fashioned way. Do we still have the cannon? No, I got rid of the cannon. Hey, baby, can you shoot me? Wait a minute, I can just let this guy run me over. Hey! Can you not hurt me anymore? Lake Mojave, thank you so much for the subscription! For 12 months! You're on a 12-month streak! That's incredible! Thank you so much, Lake Mojave. Hey! Come on. Come on! Be a good Skelly and blow me up. Blow me up! Blow me up, Skelly! Blow me up! Blow me up! You missed! Cringe! You fucking missed! Blow me up. Blow me up. Blow me up. Good boy. Lyos, that's cringe! Oh my god. This is like trying to die in Wind Waker. Takes 20 minutes. Come on. Come on. Who's a good boy? There we go. Finally. Okay, so will we respawn with our speedometer? Place your bets. We don't. Also, I'm invisible. Oh, a new bug. Hell yeah. Phantom for real. Check this shit out, chat. This is a fucking bug. Look at this! We're fucking invisible! I'm fucking invisible! Okay, so this is the... Hey, stop blowing me up. Yo. Alrighty, cakes. Why are you going backwards? Stupid. Okay, so we got a few bugs here. Now let's see if we can recreate this in our test map, so we don't have to stand in front of a skeleton for 20 fucking minutes. Now, we blowed up and our body was just gone forever. That's wild. I'm so confused, chat. Oh, we're invisible. Okay, so our speedometer's back, but our body is gone. But we have a speedometer here. Okay, well, we found a brand new bug while trying to replicate another bug. So let me log this. Racer invisible on respawn in third person camera mode. Logged. Alright. Who's the best Digimon? I don't watch Digimon. I have no interest in Digimon. It could have to do with the new first person. Oh, it absolutely has to do with the first person view. Oh no, it is inarguable. It absolutely has to do with the first person view. So we're gonna move over to Kart Pond. We're gonna open up our code. Kart Pond. Oh. Okay, so on respawn, what the fuck? What? Okay, let's try that again. Okay, everything's running super slow, which is great for us, chat. So damage death. So we're gonna blow up while my code is open. There we go. Okay, everyone, let's stick on topic. Sam, I appreciate the multiple Digimon questions, but let's stick on topic, shall we? Alright, so my main goal is to blow up. We're just blowing up in here, chat. Okay. So it's right here. I think I know exactly what the problem is. This is where... Alright, so... what is going on here? So basically, okay, right here, right? We're setting the... Oh!
Willie G. Wiggle.
Willie G. Wiggle. Hyperflash, thank you so much for the 5 bits. I really appreciate it. So, basically on death. So on death, we hide some objects, we unhide some objects. What we hide and unhide is different depending on if we're in first person mode or not, right? So now the question is, hold on. So we're gonna go into third person. Okay, so we start in first person. We go into first person. I'm gonna restart. I'm gonna do a restart actually. I don't want to change the camera mode. All right, here we go. We are going to self-destruct. You died. Hold on, my tracking isn't mirrored. Hold on one second. Mirror, motion, there we go, okay. So now when I look at chat, I actually look at chat. And then when I move to my mic, I actually move close to my mic. Okay, cool. And now we're invisible! Holy cannoli. Holy cannoli. Okay, so we're gonna return to main menu. That'll cause, what programming UI is really interesting? What software is it? This is Unreal Engine 4. I'll be jumping to 5 for my next project. Don't worry. Don't worry. What does the Moonshard thing do? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, kitten. I heard Unreal Engine 5 removes Hero Brian. Exactly, Quinny. We don't want that. Fuck! Sorry. Got a whole brand new bug here, chat. I'm getting so heated. I'm turning on my air conditioning. 1 second. Ugh. Okay. Sorry about the background noise. It is hot as fuck. Okay, so excuse me. Okay, so now we've started in third person. We've gone into first person 0 times. Let's see if we still get the bug, right? You died. Invisible. Holy shit. Okay. This is really bad. That's the infected. Don't care about that. Camera distance changed. Where is our... Set the mesh to visible. Okay, I'm going to print some data. I'm pretty sure I know what the... No, I don't know what the issue is. Do you know what the issue is? I think I know what the issue is. I'm going to print some data. We're going to go to our favorite event tick. We're going to get rid of all this garbage. We're going to get rid of all this garbage. Heat from fire. Fire from heat. I feel like your evil laugh is going to be a vocal stem. I have an evil laugh? I don't even know. I just do it without even thinking. Okay, so we're going to print. We're going to grab. We're going to print. We're going to grab. We're going to grab get player pawn. Player 0, which is actually player 1 in normal speak. We're going to cast to the Kart pawn, so we know, so we can get direct data from the pawn. We're going to grab the mesh, the racer mesh, the racer 3D mesh, right? The one that's invisible. Mesh. It's just called mesh. We're going to get owner no C. That basically means the player who owns, air quotes, this mesh cannot see it, but everyone else can, right? We're gonna print this data. I'm gonna append. We're just gonna print this data as a string. Owner, no C, true or false. Boom. You're gonna see in the top left, you're gonna see this data in the top left. My brain be braining? My brain is braining. I hate when my brain lags. Cider89 says hello. Hi-lo there, Cider89. How are you doing? I love cider. It's sweet and delicious and reminds me of apples. Owner no C false. Per Spider, hello. How's everyone doing? I'm so happy to see people still filtering in. Okay. So as you can see, it's kind of hard because it's really small. But right here, owner no C, true, false, true. Now if we blow up, Revenant 87, thank you so much for the 3-month resub. I appreciate it. Oh, owner no C is still false. Okay, we're also gonna print is visible. Get visible. Print. No, stop it. Okay, we're gonna print. Okay, so chat, I switched. It took me years, but I finally switched to a vertical mouse, which will help with carpal tunnel. I'm not used to it yet. I had a vertical mouse back in my office, or back in the office when I was industry, and I really liked it. And when I, you know, didn't work there anymore, I reverted back to my horizontal mouse, and I always wished I had my vertical mouse. And because I have ADHD, it took me like 3 years to finally get a vertical mouse of my own, and I'm still getting used to it. Okay, so we're gonna print owner no C. We're gonna print its visibility value. What does the Moonshard do? Don't worry about it. What is a vertical mouse? Here, let me show you. Vertical mouse. Why is the internet taking so fucking long? Sorry, the internet's being annoying. One of these. You see your thumb goes right here, your index goes here, and your middle finger goes here, right? And your thumb can click these and this. I have a wired one, though. Hey, where'd the music go? Hey, what happened to the music? I set you... No, I set you to loop, you motherfucker. Okay. You motherfucker! Okay. Here we go. It is comfy. You know, your hand's default states are vertical. When you do a mouse, you're rotating it and keeping it rotated for hours. Couldn't get used to it? Yeah, I'm willing to spend weeks getting used to it. If it means I'm gonna get carpal tunnel later in my life. It's gonna happen. It's inevitable. You know, I'm a programmer. I'm at this fucking keyboard and mouse for the majority of the day. And, you know, it's just a matter of time. So I really want to get this vertical mouse to push it back as much as possible. What does the Moonshard do? It unlocks the final boss. Now be quiet. Carpal tunnel. Okay, so owner no C is set to false, which means the owner can't see the mesh. Is visible is set to true, and yet, chat, I don't see no fucking mesh. What's going on here, chat? Chat, what's going on here? Why are you invisible? It is gaslighting me. Where did Reed go? Where is they? Speedometer isn't plugged in here. I think this is the bug. I think, hold on, chat. Before we fix this invisibility bug, if the mesh got deleted, no. If the mesh got deleted, then the power-ups would not be parented to an invisible hand. The hand is there, it's just invisible. Okay, so, hold on, chat. Pet 1. How many AI racers? So it looks like the speedometer will only go away if you die and respawn with AI racers. That is so weirdly specific. That is so weirdly specific. That is so weirdly specific. Hey, where's my AI racers? That's so strange. And I'm invisible. Just a reminder, there's no backseating. I'm not looking for suggestions. Don't worry. You're just here for the process. I appreciate all the suggestions in chat, but if I go around trying to explain why this isn't right, or why this is wrong, or why that is not a good, why that suggestion isn't valid, we're going to be here all day. Okay, so it looks like, yeah, it looks like speedometer. Main menu attract mode. Max speed pointer and speed pointer. Okay, so actually we're gonna try and fix this bug right now. I'm gonna check something. So this is the speedometer is disappearing bug. The turning invisible bug we will get right back to. But I think I found the problem with the speedometer bug. I don't know why this is set up like this. I'm very confused. But if I remove it, I'm afraid it'll break something that I was not aware of. So I'm just gonna leave this like this for now. We're gonna plug in bird cage. This is so strange. So you don't want to be with us all day? Hey, excuse me. I do love hanging out with y'all. But I want to be able to hang out with y'all and make a sizable amount of progress at the same time, right? That's why I'm streaming. To keep me on track. You know, I stream so I don't get distracted by Twitter, right? That's kind of partially, and the other reason is because, you know, I'm forced to use my customer service voice, which is great for pitch training. And I make a little bit of money on the side. Okay. So if we do a free race, which map is easiest to die in? I don't think there are any maps with a trap that you can repeat, that you can trigger multiple times. This nightmare will never end. I guess we can just do let's just do Forbidden Forest, I guess. Hunter. Forbidden Forest. You have a gun! Yes! Shoots me! Alright, this is easy. Alright. This skeleton's got a gun. There we go. And when we respawn, are we gonna have a speedometer? Boom. I'm still invisible. That's a different bug. But we got the speedometer. Now I'm gonna run you over. Dead. Why are we fucking invisible? I mean, like, it's kind of funny. You know? Like, this would be a fun cheat code. I might do this. I might make a cheat code, honestly. If it's easy to replicate. This would be a fun cheat code. Invisible Racer. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's fix this bug. It looks like... I want to test it some more. But it looks like the speedometer bug is fixed. So now we have two. We originally only had one bug left. But now we got two. So, Invisible Racer. What the fuck is up with Invisible Racer? I am so confused. Mesh is set to visible. How do you say yag? You say it like yag. Yag! Hell yag! Hello chap, my name is Bunlith and here we are going to be saying hell yag. What is the issue here? Fudge muffins. Okay. So I'm pretty sure this is the respawn. Oh, yeah! Athena says, when I say you have a nice voice, I don't mean it as a compliment only way. I didn't notice I was listening to you until I thought, what are these cute voices I'm listening to? Well, thank you, I think. I wasn't expecting the Invisible Man, says Lazy Procrastilove, from League of Extraordinary Gentlemen to cross over into your game like that. Wow, that's a very specific reference that I actually understood. So, here. Right here. This right here. Set visibility. Our mesh, which is the racer, is being set to visible, to true. I'm gonna put a breakpoint here. We're going to explode. What does the moon shard do? I already told you. You just weren't paying attention. That's your fault. Boom. Set to visible. Set mesh to visible. Right? Boom. Okay, we're going to hit play. Resume. Invisible! Ah! Okay. Okay, you know what I'm going to do actually? I'm going to actually disconnect all of this code. So no code will execute after set visibility to the mesh being set to true. It will break the game, but it potentially will fix this bug. That's just a guess. This is what debugging is. You just try a bunch of shit to narrow down where the bug's location is. And then when you find that, you squish it. You fucking squish it with a pipe. Okay, sorry, I'm having way too much fun with my soundboard. Okay. So, we disabled all the code that plays after making the character visible on respawn. Uh-oh. Okay, no, not everything's invisible. That's not good. Alrighty, cakes. So, Kart UI. So all of this, so after we respawn, we set the player visible. We set all the UI stuff back to visible. That's where, and some of these weren't plugged in. That's why the speedometer wasn't showing up on respawn. Set invulnerable to false, because you can't take damage after you've exploded. Tint your character back to the default color. Set the health to max. Change your health bar. And that's it. Okay, well, hold on. That's this sequence. And then down here, we teleport. Okay, so we keep going. We turn camera lag to false. Interesting. Teleport to respawn point. This is for changing team for infection. Yes. Enable camera. So we turn off camera lag and then turn it back on. That's very strange. Oh no, that's not strange. And then turn collision back on. Here's the camera changed event. This might be it, honestly. I'm gonna put a breakpoint right here. And then if the game type has a starter power up, like the noble pistol, give it back after you've respawned. So that's everything that happens after we set the racer mesh to true. I'm going to go and look into take a peek at camera distance changed events. I'm actually going to turn this off. I'm going to disable this function that fires after we set the mesh to true on respawn. After we set the mesh to visible on respawn. This entire function, after you respawn, will execute. I'm going to turn it off just for now. Hopefully, if the game will break, but if our mesh is visible, then that means that this invisibility is happening in this function specifically. So we are going to try again. We're gonna guess. We're gonna check. You know, I'm actually gonna set this. Hold on. I'm gonna skip this intro. Excuse me. Fuck! Okay. Sorry, I'm good. I'm normal. What the fuck is happening? What is going on? Chat, I'm so confused. Where's our guy? Am I a furry? Huh, I have no idea. You're asking a bunny character if I'm a furry or not. Good question. A question for the ages. I have never seen this bug before. I've never seen this bug before. So am I? Yes, I'm a furry. Jesus Christ. Okay. What else? Okay, so owner no see. What else could make this invisible? Because its visibility is set to true. Owner no see, which means the owner can't see it, is set to false. I guess if it's like scaled to 0, I guess. Get transform. So if it's scaled down to 0, I guess we can't see it. So I'm gonna print that data. What else? Gosh, this. I mean, we are doing a bug fix stream, so it's not like we're getting off topic, or getting, you know, off the category, but still. Okay, so our scale is set to 1. Our visibility is set to true, and owner no see is set to false. When did I start coding games? 2012, I think. I believe it was when I started college. I graduated high school in 2011, so that would be 2012. I think I took a year off. So 2012, 2013. Yeah, I took a year before going to college. So yeah, 2012, 2013. If you want to include Little Big Planet, earlier than that, but I wouldn't. I don't know. Almost all of my Little Big Planet 2 game making skills transferred over to Unreal Engine 3 or UDK. So you could make an argument that I started even earlier, but I guess I don't know. I guess pretentious programmers would say Little Big Planet wouldn't count. So I guess we can just let's just say 2012, 2013. Okay. Why the fuck are you invisible? Did I ever try Game Maker? Oh my god, no, Eva! I did! I messed around with Game Maker as a kid. I made a game! It was called Plasma Warriors. You were like a circle. With lights. And you fired smaller circles at enemies who blowed up. That was programming, baby. It was awful. It played music I ripped from the internet, which is absolutely not okay, but then again I never published it, so. Plasma Warriors. Oh my god, I made a menu. I drew a piece of art in Paint for the main menu. Oh my golly gee willikers. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, you know when you're a kid and you do all these things to like try to figure out what you want to do with your life? Plasma Warriors. Yeah, Plasma Warriors. Yeah, there were four guns. It was a top-down shooter, right? Very simple, like MS Paint sprites. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I'm back. Sorry, I'm talking too much. I got choked up on my coffee. There were four weapon types. There was the regular shooter, the like pew 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 pew. There was the shotgun, which fired 4 smaller pieces of plasma. Those were yellow. It fired it shorter. And then there was like the mist. I called it the mist. It fired 3x3 pixel plasma little balls, projectiles. It fired like 10 of them. They all did only 1 damage, and they fired like 4 times a second. So it was just like it was like a cloud of particles. I called it mist. And then there was like the cannon, I guess. It fired a really big plasma, very slow. You can only fire it like once every 5 seconds, but it could bounce. You could bounce it around corners. That was the game. I had a little story. There were like friendly circles and there were enemy circles, and you infiltrated bases and all this shit. I don't know. I really wish I saved that game. I have no idea where it is. I don't think it survived. I don't know where my childhood computer is. I'd have to ask my dad. I'm sure it got thrown out. Did he save the hard drive? I don't know. Probably. He's the one who got me into computers. Okay, but let's get back on topic. Bouncing shots. Yeah, bouncing shots with your top-down view. Okay, I'm gonna get bounds. I guess we can check the rendering. Bounce scale is set to 1. Secret Plasma Warriors minigame in Space Games, that'd be fun. It could potentially be cold. Was component recently rendered? This is so confusing. Okay, so you're currently being rendered. Your scale is set to 1, not 0. You are flagged as visible, and owner no see is set to false. You should be fucking rendering right now. Where are you? Chat, I'm losing my mind right now. It's me, Arcadia. Just a reminder, there's no backseating. I don't need suggestions. Please. Thank you. As you can see, was recently rendered true. If we turn the camera around, was recently rendered is now set to false, right? When we look back, they're set to true. That means that this character is on screen right now, right? If we blow up the character, recently rendered is set to true. We turn the debug cam. We turn the camera around. Recently rendered is set to false. We turn the camera back around. Recently rendered is set to true. That means this character is currently on screen. When they hold the power up, it is in their hand. As you can see, they are currently animating. They are on screen. Do you understand? I don't need suggestions. I really appreciate it, but I'm just going to spend more time explaining why that's not relevant than actually trying to fix the game. Okay, so the character is here. They are animating. You can see them throwing stuff. They are currently on screen. They are currently have a scale of 1. Their visibility is true. Owner no C is set to false. What other data could we print that could potentially explain this thing not being... We can't see it. Is the material set to a clear... Are there no materials being rendered on it? Let me see. Get materials. Loop. QBK, hello. Get display. Okay, we're gonna print the name of every single material. Okay, so as you can see, we have the hair, the hat, the hunter hat, bike goggles, the hunter head, the hunter body. We're gonna blow up. Material instance dynamic, because they're fading out. Are they gonna switch back? Their material... Or are they set to transparent? Chat, is it transparent materials? Here, let me show you what happens when you die. You guys set slow-mo? 0.1. We're playing at 10% speed. Comrade Nikat, everyone. Beautiful death screen. So here's the character, right? You're gonna watch what happens to this character when they're dead. 50% speed. They vanish because the material is set to a fade out. Even though it didn't fade out, which itself is a bug, but I guess you can't see it. The materials are still set to the dynamic material that get to fade black. Sinister Faye, thank you so much for the fucking 12-month streak. That is incredible. 1 year sub. Okay. So then this is potentially the fade out material. So the fade out is handled here? No. Oh, we're in the wrong tab. Okay. Excuse me. A lead! Yes, Constella Star! A fucking lead! Finally! I hope this trail doesn't go cold. Beat it, toots. These streets aren't like they used to. Okay, so this is the fade out. Death animation fade out. This is where we set the dynamic material. Opacity, even. So we're setting opacity to 0, right? This is our animation. This is our opacity curve. This is blackout. Where's opacity? Here's our opacity curve, right? It goes from 1 to 0. It sets the opacity to 0. And then we set visibility to false. Yeah, it looks like I cut the fade out for performance reasons. I cut the fade out. It's definitely not here. Okay, that's fine. Need a grizzled noir story with a woman detective as the main character? Yeah. Beat it, toots. Okay. So... chat, how do I best test this? I'm under the impression this might not be it. Oh gosh. What's this stinking feeling in my gut? What is this sinking feeling all up inside me? I don't like this feeling. Okay. What if I never fix this? What if it's just broken forever and I have to cancel all post-launch update because Invisible Hunter? Does this apply to other characters? Does this apply to AI? Does this apply to every character? Or just Reed? Or just player one? We got so much stuff we gotta test. Okay, so we disabled the fade out animation. There she is, chat. There he is, chat. There she is, chat. Ladies and gentlemen, and other, she is visible. Okay. Now, chat, the question is, why? Okay, so we figured it out. It's something to do with these three nodes. Probably the one that says opacity. So we are going to we're going to keep the tint on. We're going to disconnect opacity. I don't even think opacity does anything right now. Oh, chat, I know. Oh my god, chat, I know exactly what it is. Chat, I'm so stupid. Chat, oh my god, chat. Oh my god, chat, I know exactly what it is. Chat, I know exactly what it fucking is. I'm so chat, I know exactly what it is. Holy shit, chat. I'm so stupid. Oh my god, chat. Chat, this is my fault. Obviously it's my fault. I coded it, so obviously this bug manifested. You know what I did, chat? Chat, you want to know what I did? I'm trying to remember why I did this. Why did I do this? It was for first person mode. It was for first person mode. Okay. Basically, okay, chat. Basically, opacity did not work on materials that weren't translucent. In my material, my PlayStation 1 style material shader that every single material in this game uses. I made it so opacity is disabled. It does not work if your material is not translucent. Right? For first person mode, I switched this. I switched it to make it so opacity does apply if your material is opaque, right? This node right here, set opacity from 1 to 0, did not work because of my material setup. I originally had the character fade out, but I realized it was causing too many bugs and you couldn't even see it because they're covered by a particle effect. So I disabled it, but I didn't properly disable it. I disabled it on the material end, not on this node. This was years ago, right? This is probably even before Nightmare Kart. This is probably during the Bloodborne PSX days. Yesterday, I turned it back on, going, this will be fine. There's not going to be any underlying bits of code currently referencing the current state of this material. Let me just change this material that is applied to every single fucking object in this entire game. Let me just do a change real quick. I'm sure it'll be fine. And here I am, 12 hours later, ripping my hair out, trying to figure out what the fuck happened. Oh my gosh. I'm such a goober. I'm such a fucking goober. You know what we're gonna do? We're going to go into that material. We're gonna change it back to the way it was before. I unearthed the ancient code. I did. Right here. Boom. See this? It originally looked like this. The opacity slider only works for translucent materials, so we're going to delete this. That's why we were compiling shaders at the start. Remember that? Because I changed this material. We're going to apply this. Delta says, do you know how to make AI perception hearing not hear noise made from gunshots through 2-meter thick walls? No, I don't know how to do that. Sorry. I don't make shooters. At least not yet. Ancient code would be a good name for something. I unearthed the ancient code. Okay, now we have 669, nice, shaders to compile. So we are going to just chillax for a second. No, it should be fine. We'll be fine. So I fixed it now. Opaque materials, non-translucent materials will now no longer use opacity. That being said, we are going to go and disable that opacity node in our death animation, just to be extra safe. You know why? Because why I cut the fade out for Nightmare Kart was because switching a material from opaque to translucent, which causes, you know, semi-transparency, caused the game to hitch. And that just wasn't worth it because you couldn't even see it anyways. Did I manage to return the slab? Asks Grogfella. Grogfella, I have no idea what you're talking about. What do you mean, did I manage to return the slab? The slab of what? What are you talking about? Heat from fire. Fire from heat. Monday. Tuesday. Wednesday. Thursday. Friday. Saturday. Sunday. It's a Courage the Cowardly Dog reference. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen that since I was like 12. So I don't really remember it. I do remember being creepy as fuck. And I remember the I hate macaroni and cheese bit. That was really funny. Pony, stop cursing me in my house. I don't even own a house. The Curse of the Ancient something. Oh, they managed to return the ancient tablet. I see what you're saying. Uh-oh. Did we lose connection? Chat, did we lose connection? Did we lose connection? Chat, are we back? Oh my god, 160p bunleth. I fucking love this. Anyways, so we are at 145 shaders compiling. Not bad. Yeah, so I'm gonna disable this. I'm gonna disable this opacity. Curse of the Pharaoh. $135. You can't see it. The compiling shaders is right. You see my mouse? It's like right down here, which is behind the VTuber setup. So okay, our shaders are compiling. We're doing a save. 160p bunleth is accurate resolution. I guess so. Okay. 28 shaders. Five shaders. Okay, we're done. Now, we're gonna test it. Material instance dynamic. Ah, shit, excuse me. And we're back. First person. Is it even bunleth if the poly count's above 160? Her poly count's a little over. Her poly count's like 1200. Which is, you know, I have seen PS1 character models have that amount of polygons. Yeah, we're back. Okay. Okay. So that annoying bug that I caused myself, I mean, I guess I caused all of them myself. Are you certain visible on respawn in third-person camera mode? I'm not going to list this bug in the bug fix report because it is a bug that I created and then fixed after 1.10 update. So this bug has never been visible in any launched version of the game, in any public version of the game, so there's no need to list it as fixed because it's never been present on the player side. Below 160, you're getting the Virtua Fighter 1 model fidelity. I want to say... No, there's no way. There's no way. 160? That is ridiculous. A character model at 160. That is ridiculously low. No, these characters are way higher than 160. That's way... Like these hair strands are individually modeled. This character's hair is probably 160. Oh yeah, there's no way. This character... No, there's no way. This character's way higher than 160. Are you kidding me? Look at how round those arms are. This arm is higher than 160. Yeah, these hairs are individually modeled. They have mouth interiors. Are you kidding me? This is probably higher than Bunleth. Okay. Where did our music go? Music, hello. Oh, did we get to the end of the playlist? Oh, video pause, continue watching. Yes, YouTube. Holy shit. Okay, so Virtua Fighter 1 is not... I mean, low poly is such a ill-defined term, and depends on each person and the situation of that person. Virtua Fighter 1 is polygonal because, you know, they're not shaded. I mean, you know, they're not shaded softly. So I can see why people would conflate that with being way lower poly than they actually are, but still. Okay, so I guess that bug is fixed. What's next? Timer is inaccurate at different FPS. I thought I fixed this, but I got a bug from a speedrunner, a bug report from a speedrunner who I am inclined to trust, because they probably know this game better than I do at this point, that the game timer was incorrect. I made a patch to fix it, and it is now... The timer was too fast, and my patch now made the timer too slow. So I'm not sure how well I can test this on screen. Low poly is when you date less than 3 other people. Queenie, you're funny. Okay, this timer right here. This is the timer they're talking about, right? At 30 FPS, this looks fine. Unfortunately, with all my streaming tools on, this does slow the game down to 50 FPS uncapped. The timer looks correct, though. This looks correct. I'm gonna go ask the person in the... Okay. So I literally might not be able to test this on stream because my stream tools are slowing my computer down. So... Is it likewise slower at lower FPS? Okay, we're at 10 FPS. It is slower at 10 FPS. That timer is not correct. Okay, where is the timer? The timer is set. Okay, where our timer is set. Our timer is applied in the manager. I want to say. Where's our timer? Kart race specific, race time. Does the game measure real time or game time? I don't know what you're talking about. It's not gonna reference your computer's internal clock. No, that's ridiculous. I hard coded the timer. Our tick is set. Our tick is set. Our race tick is set to 30 seconds. Our tick okay. Is there a delta time? Eva, I'm gonna ask you to stop backseating. Yes, there is delta time. Yes, delta time is right here. It's disconnected for some reason. Don't worry, I'll figure it out. I'm gonna ask you please to not backseat in my chat. Thank you. I will figure it out and I will let you know. Please stop backseating. It's my first tag for a reason. Okay, so it looks like this is running the timer is running every tick. Race manager. So it looks like this tick was set up to it looks like this timer, wait, hold on. Our tick, this is, okay. Yeah. Our racer's tick is running at is firing once every 30th of a second, regardless of our game's frame rate. Right? Which means that this is not firing every frame. This is firing once every 30 frames. Which means that this is correct. We do not want delta seconds because this timer is running at 30 FPS, regardless of what the game FPS is. Which means that if we are at 30 FPS, it will increment the time by 0.033 every frame. Now, or every 1/30th of a second. Now, if our frame rate is at 40 frames per second, it will still be firing once every 30 seconds. Right? Which means our timer is still accurate, even though our FPS is currently unlocked and jumping all over the place. Like, you can look at the timer down there. Now, the person who reported this bug was running at 144 FPS. I cannot do that right now on stream. Well, maybe on the launch version, maybe on the cooked version. Now, if we run at lower FPS, then the game will start to fall apart, which is true for any game. But if our delta seconds is less than 30, then we will use the delta seconds instead of hard coding it to 1/30th of a second, right? Sure, that will deal with the timer getting out of sync at lower FPS. That will not fix the issue of the timer getting out of sync at higher FPS, which is the reported bug. But we did find another bug, it's true, so let us go ahead and fix that. There we go. So let's see if we are at... Hi, baby. Cutie pie. So, we're compiling, come on. Let us go ahead and compile this, save. That was my puppy, yes, chat. Okay. So now, if we play at 10 FPS, it's still wrong. It's still slow. Oh wait, it's backwards. Greater than. Oops, got my math backwards. Sorry, chat. Okay, so this will deal with the clock getting out of sync at lower FPS, which wasn't the logged bug, but it is a bug that we just discovered. So we will address it. And then I guess I'll try to take a look at the clock getting out of sync at 144 FPS. Free play all races solo was the reported bug. Okay, let's try this now. Our clock now at 10 FPS, our clock is now in sync. So we fixed a bug we weren't aware of until this stream. So that's great. Hell, I'll even play cheering for that. Right. FPS 30. That's still in sync, as far as I can, at least by eye. And then we uncap. We're at 40. We're fluctuating wildly between 30 to 50 FPS. Oh, look at that! Our clock is now too fast. Did my current fix just break this? Let us take a look. False. No debug data. Fuck you. Okay, we are fluctuating. Okay, I think I just broke my thing. My timer here. Reverbial says, I love these streams for how much I learn. I literally never thought about how games keep track of time. It's a process, I guess. I mean, it shouldn't be. You'd think this would be very self-explanatory, but it's fucking not. Our timer is too slow. Good golly, gee willikers. False. So now our timer is too fast. These are fucking Luigi seconds. These are not Mario seconds. These are Luigi seconds. False. If I disable the changes I currently made. Wait, no, Luigi seconds are longer, not shorter. Hold on, it's compiling. This asset, this actor takes so long to compile because I didn't break it down into individual functions. That's, you know, that's my mistake. That's my burden to bear. I will do better in my next game. But that does mean I am stuck with super long compile times. Orphan says, may I make an unreasonable fan request that the option to remove the HUD? I'm gonna say no, unfortunately. Because the HUD is technically a bunch of small elements parented to the camera, and I'm currently constantly hiding and unhiding them, which means that adding another option that will hide everything means I have to go into the code and find every single reference where the visibility of the UI is set and write an exception. That would be a lot of work, and not only that, it would be a normal amount of work, but it would also introduce a lot more avenues for more bugs to manifest. Unfortunately, the feature is not important enough to justify that amount of QA. So I'm just one bunny. This game is out already. If I could find an easy solution to make it invisible, I will go ahead and implement it. Just a reminder that it's not an offer for you to start giving me suggestions in chat. There is no backseating, thank you. But if I can find a solution, I will go ahead and implement it. But I'm going to let you know that I'm probably not. I'm very sorry. Okay, so our timer has been fine this entire time. I just turned off all the changes we did. If we uncap our frame rate, we're going too fast. No. Ugh. This timer was working fine until I touched it. Now it's permanently fucked up. Eva says backseaters will be forced to make their own games instead. I'm not gonna go that far. I mean, that's kind of what, you know, that's what you expect when you stream your work, right? You know, if you ever worked on something and like someone's just like hovering behind your chair and, you know, telling you to do stuff. Now imagine if there's 99 people hovering behind your chair. That's basically what streaming your work is. So at least one person is bound to start ordering you around. Or, you know, asking questions, air quotes, that are very much geared towards trying to push you into doing something that they want, right? So, unfortunately, no matter how many times I say no backseating or no suggestions or whatever, I will get them, which is unfortunate, but there's nothing I can really do about it. And I can let that turn me bitter, or I don't. So, it's a tough balancing act, but we're getting there. Okay, timer's fine. You are in my walls, City Robo. You are in my walls. You're in my internet. You're in my Wi-Fi. Okay, now our timer's slow. Ugh. I hate this. Our race-specific tick, I'm actually going to not connect you to tick. I'm going to make you a timer. So on begin play, that is the wrong search bar. Let's try this one. There we go. Okay, here's our timers. Okay, so this is going to be a timer now, not a tick. I'm actually going to rename this to timer. So instead of setting it to tick, which itself is set to 30 FPS, which feels a little bit roundabout, we were just going to set this thing to fire once every 30 seconds. Or, sorry, once every 1/30th of a second. So we're just going to say, hey, fire 30 times a second. Not every frame, but actually 30 times a second. That just feels like an extra step, an extra level of complexity for no reason. So we are just going to make an actual literal timer. 1/30th of a second. And also fire it at the start. There we go. Did someone say Roundabout, the menu music for Armored Core 2 and Another Age? Oh, should we put on Roundabout? We can put on Roundabout. We've been looping this for a little bit. Wow, this takes forever to compile. Let's put on the whole OST. Let's just put on the Armored Core 2 OST. It's a banger. It's a banger. Don't worry, Queenie. We'll get to Roundabout eventually. Outfit swap. Oh, shit. Okay. Still gotta play Armored Core. Is it good? It is very good. It is very, very good. Permanently altered my brain chemistry as a child. Feast your eyes. What you're seeing right now is the results of Armored Core. And a couple other things, I guess. But also Armored Core. Okay. Airport. I'm skipping this one. This is not good for streaming. Apostrophe S on the other hand. Okay. So back to our timer. Our timer is set to 1/30th of a second. Every 1/30th of a second, we are going to add 1/30th of a second to the timer. It's that simple. Why isn't this fucking working? The red hair has such a good look. Thank you, Ninjas too. I'm evil now. Dirty Jester says, I don't know about trans, but I definitely say Armored Core broadened my horizons on the spectrum of sexuality. That's great. I'm so happy to hear that. Silhouette Mirage is what altered my brain chemistry. There's a company in Armored Core called Mirage. I think it's from the 3 series. Or is Mirage from 2 or 3? Oh, we're not blowing up. Okay. Okay. Mirage was in 3. That's correct. Okay. Is that the game that people play with unconventional controllers? No, that's Steel Battalion. PS1 Armored Core when? You'd be surprised. People actually said that without a hint of irony. When are you making Armored Core PS1? My sister in Christ. There's 3 of them already! Okay, looks like our timer's good. Let me uncap it. Armored Core controller grip is fake news. That was never real. Armored Core controller grip is fake. It was memes from the Armored Core Japanese community. No one actually played like that. That was a meme. When Armored Core 6 was announced, some people Googled Armored Core, saw that image, and just assumed it was real, and it went viral when Armored Core 6 was announced. I've been an Armored Core fan since the PlayStation 2 era. I have never seen Armored Core grip until 6 went viral. Until 6 was announced. Armored Core grip is fake. It is not real. This timer looks good. I kind of just have to stare at a clock for it to test. Armored Core grip is something you and a significant other do. Okay, Crony, you joke, but having a girlfriend during the Wii era, and we were both gamers, and we both held one half of the Wii remote and nunchuck, I gotta admit, I pine for those days. I pine for them. You know, I guess you can do it with the dual Joy-Con control scheme, but they're not connected with a wire, so it's not as romantic. And yeah, you hold hands with your free hands. It's just so cute. I pine for those days. A TV show animated in the style of your bundled swords would be amazing. I know. Keswick, I know. I know. I would love to do a whole show. You know, I would love to. But if I do that, I would have to stop making games. And, like, that's... Do I give that up? I can't do both. I know some of you are going to say just work twice as hard, but I can't do that. Oh, it wasn't gay. I was straight back then. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, City Robo. I don't mean to burst your bubble. I mean, I guess... I was in the closet. I guess it was gay, I just didn't know at the time, right? I guess that's how I interpret it. This timer's looking good. Like, we've been uncapped for a while now, for 3 minutes, and this timer still looks like it's in sync. Eva Codes is talking about Revenant. Yeah, Revenant. Revenant, yeah, the PS1 style animated show involving a sci-fi cyborg vampire mommy lady. She seems cool. Revenant. I can't test this at 144p. That's the problem. Okay, we are going to... Sorry, chat. I'm thinking. It looks like it's in sync. The frame, so it's only running at like 45 FPS uncapped because we're streaming and all my stream tools are slowing my computer down. And also this is in editor. So I am going to actually do a build. And we're just gonna sit here while the game builds. So chat, how are y'all doing? How are you doing, chat? This might actually destroy my stream doing a build. So if the stream like suddenly tanks in quality, please let me know, because we are cooking a game right now that usually takes up all of your computer's processing. But if we do a but the executable, so like we're playing an editor right now that is very inefficient, obviously. We have a whole editor running in the background. If we do a build and just make, run the executable file, that won't have the editor running in the background. So it will be running way faster. So that means we can test the FPS at higher frame rates. So let me go ahead and do a build. Eva says, I'm about to load up Blender. Hit that stage of game prototyping where it requires modeling. I suck at it. Well, if you keep at it, you won't suck at it for long. Pineapple says I'm doing good. Practicing art stuff. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Orphan Maker. Oh. Ooh. I don't like that name. Anyways, I'm just gonna call you Maker. Says got myself a big ass milkshake. Well, that's good, I guess. I mean, I hope you're. I mean, if you're not lactose intolerant, I'm sure that's really good. I miss milkshakes, chat. I miss milkshakes so much. I know they have like dairy-free milkshake, but dairy-free milkshakes. I remember there was this burger joint in LA that had vegan milkshakes that were overpriced. I mean, I guess they're reasonably priced now because everything shot up by 60% in terms of price. Although I'm sure it's more expensive now. They were like $15 milkshakes. It was fucking ridiculous. No, it was like $13, $12 milkshakes. They were vegan. They were fucking delicious. But I could not afford them. I got them like once every couple of months. Eva Code says Doppelganger make a pretty good vegan shakes. Doppelganger makes pretty good vegan shakes. Yeah, I need to get some vegan shakes. Jasper says I finally started playing the Elden Ring DLC. I haven't played it. I'm probably never gonna play the Elden Ring DLC. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Coney says milkshakes are milk plus ice cream plus vanilla extract. Coney, you are aware two of those have milk in it. If you're lactose intolerant, then you can't have those. Cody, I can't drink that. I'm lactose intolerant. I can substitute them, it's true. You know, it's like when I was complaining about I missed banana splits, and then I made some. I'll just drink the vanilla extract, it's true. Okay, Quinny, you're right. You're right. I can just buy soy milk, lactose-free ice cream, and vanilla extract and make it myself. It's true. I could do that. I could do that. And in fact, I probably will. I don't have a blender, though. The only blender I have is a 3D modeling program, says Pineapple. Me too, me too. Just put it in Blender 4.0? Okay. Sure, but the taste isn't right. Make a blender in Blender, then 3D print it. I don't have a 3D printer! Compiling shaders. We're still building, chat, don't worry. Can you see the annular throbber? No, this isn't an annular throbber. Right here. You see my mouse? The throbber. These are called throbbers. Eva Coat says, I wonder what the default cube tastes like. I would love a 3D printer. I would 3D print so much shit. I did, actually. I 3D printed an entire threaded cane from Bloodborne. That was probably my biggest project. We're still building, chat. You can see the throbber. QBK says the only thing throbbing here is the Nutella on my biscuit that I'm dunking straight into the jar. Okay. Eva Code says one of my girlfriends is a 3D printer. She spends like half the time calibrating it. That sounds about right. That sounds familiar. They're called throbbers! Like, that's their official name, throbbers. The ones that are in a circle, that's called an annular throbber. Hold on, my internet is super slow. Yeah, like shit like this. Oh, I just minimized everything. Oh, like this shit. Right? Or like this shit. These are called annular throbbers. It's disturbing. It's disgusting. Annular throbber, chat. That's their official name, annular throbber. Did you know the Windows login throbber is actually a font? I did know that. I'm sure we saw the same post. I'm sure we saw the exact same post on Tumblr/Twitter. Nightmare Kart's sex update that adds an annular throbber. I don't think Nightmare Kart's getting a sex update. Space Gaze, maybe. It's too early to tell, though. Weapon icons in Half-Life 2 is a font too? Yeah, that's pretty common in video games. To have the icons be part of the font. Or, you know, like the controller buttons and stuff. Maker says Sex 2 is coming out. I hear they worked out all the kinks. That is funny and also depressing. Jasper Brim says, well, that's really cute for some reason. What are you talking about? Oh, Unreal Engine, can you package Nightmare Kart faster? We are bug fixing today. We are testing the timer accuracy. I think of fonts as like little guys in my head. Really, Jasper? That's interesting. I heard they removed Herobrine in Sex 2. Cooney, you made that joke already today. You already made that joke on stream today. Chat, I think after this, if we can confirm that this bug is fixed, I don't think there's anything left in our bug report. So I guess we'll just test this build. Unfortunately, VSync is fucking... So I wanted to add VSync. VSync is fucking with our graphics settings, so that's not going to be in version 1. In the next version 1.11. But if I can spend some extra time on trying to get VSync to work without fucking up the rest of the graphics settings, then I'll add it in a future update. It won't be in this one, though. I'm sorry to say. Did I fix the Angel Graveyard respawn bug? I think I forgot to log that one. Please remind... Actually, I'll look it up here. Angel Graveyard... Hold on, I'm looking it up right now. Excuse me. If a player pauses and selects respawn, it breaks. I remember seeing this bug. I don't... I mean, we can look into it. I just don't think that bug is a big enough problem to warrant fixing, but I mean, we can look into it. Ghost Phase Moon says Sex 2 was announced years ago. When are they finally gonna release it? You're funny. Chat, you're so funny. Just Joker says, did you get the jump in graphic bugs? I don't know what you're talking about. Not that important, very minor, right. Oh, the jump bug during the final boss? I have not gotten that one yet. I can't really fix that on stream though, because that's final boss stuff. There's also a bad jump during the Nicholas fight. I can do that one. Let's fix that one. Let's fix the Nicholas fight bug. I forgot about that one. Nicholas, bad jump bug. I thought I fixed it already, but it is still there. It is just smaller. It is just a much less frequent bug. So, but we can fix that. Can you compile the fucking shaders already? You know why this is taking forever? Because we modified that material that is present in every single model. The game debugs the jump pads and the game remembering it's in windowed mode. Oh, yes. Wait, Joker, you were the speedrunner that was at GDQ, on the GDQ stream. Yes, hi, hello, yes. I want to let you know, Joker, making it remember windowed mode was an extremely fucking hard bug to fix. That was fucking ridiculous. I spent a week trying to fix that fucking bug. I think I finally fixed it yesterday. I guess we're gonna find out on stream right now after this build is finished. I'm pretty sure I fixed it though. It took fucking forever. It drove me up the fucking wall. But I did it. I did it just for you, Joker. I did it just for you. I did it just for you. Not just for you, but you know, it is something that is worth being fixed. But I did it for you. I fucking did it for you. We'll see if it's fully integrated or fully fixed. Pause crossed. Oh, Jasper. But yes, the jump pads we have not fixed yet. So I'm gonna put so there's a jump pad in the Nicholas fight, and there's a jump pad during the final boss that are not consistent. You can drive walls in Nightmare Kart. You can with the right power up. Okay, so the problem is that because of an underlying system in Nightmare Kart that I cannot change without changing the entire game, results in jump pads not landing in the same spot consistently, because there is some weird stuff going on behind the scenes with how force is applied to the physics of the cart. basically means you have mid-air control. And long story short, I cannot turn that off without changing how physics works in the air. And I can't do that. If I do that, every single jump pad in the game will be broken. That will actually make it worse. It would take me like a month to fix, and the game would fundamentally feel completely different. That is not something I can do post-launch. I cannot change how the entire game feels in a patch, right? So that is unfortunately something we cannot change. We are limited in what we can do now that the game is launched. So that means we are kind of stuck. We are limited, right? So I cannot change the underlying issue with jump pads not being inaccurate, but we can find the jump pads that are causing problems and hacking in individual fixes for those jumps. It's not ideal, but like I said, we are limited in our options. As far as I know, there are two jump pads in the game that are causing problems. It is the Nicholas jump pad during the bridge level, during the bridge part, and there is the final jump pad during the first phase of the final boss. Those two, the one during the Nicholas final phase and the one during the final boss first phase, jump pads are causing problems. So I will do what I can to hack in some fixes, hard-coded fixes, just for those two jumps. Anyways, I don't know if you heard that noise. That means our build is ready to go. I'm going to minimize Unreal Engine. This might break the stream, I'm going to be honest, if we launch this game. We'll see. I'm the hacker bun. I'm hacking my own software. That's kind of cringe. Okay, so I'm going to go... Oh, can you stop, please? I'm still not used to this vertical mouse. It's going to take me a while. Okay, Joker. Pay attention. Boom, we're in windowed mode. That was a week of work, chat. Yes, chat, get a vertical mouse. For the love of God, get a vertical mouse. Your hand is not supposed to be your wrist is not supposed to be twisted for 8 hours a day. Get a vertical mouse, for the love of God. Joker says, it was so minor, but I can't tell you how appreciative I am for you. Joker, I would love to, I'm curious as to why you need windowed mode to work. I'm assuming it's for like your speedrunning tools, but I am very curious. Oh my God! Thank you so much for the on-screen YAG celebration. 40 bits, Eva Coates. I appreciate you. Get a vertical mouse. What's a vertical mouse? Google it. Will a thumball mouse work? I mean, it's a wrist, right? The default... Your wrist's default location is your hands being vertical. Like doing a thumbs up, right? But your hands are straight. That's... Oh, that's a bug. That's your default state. Your hands being horizontal, where your thumbs are, you know, facing left or right, like holding a mouse or on a keyboard, that is a twist. That is not your default state. So if you're at a computer for 8 hours using a regular mouse and a regular keyboard, your wrists are twisted and not in their default state for 8 hours a day, or however long you're at your keyboard, right? Get a vertical mouse. Please get a vertical mouse. Also, wash your rice. You will thank me in 20 years when you don't have carpal tunnel. It's easier. Oh, sorry. Joker says that they prefer Windowed mode. Personal preference, but also it's easier to see and work with OBS live split with windowed games. Gotcha. People don't watch their rice, they don't. That's why you know you see those ergonomic keyboards that look all like bulby and blobbly. That's why. Firekeeper says, I'm 20 and already have carpal tunnel, it's over. No, well, you'll prevent it from getting worse. Wash your rice, there's microplastics in there. Okay. So. And also, like, chemicals and shit. Wash your fucking rice. Okay, okay, so we are gonna test our full screen stuff, right? So if we go to full screen, so this might break my stream. I'm sorry if it's okay. So now we're wide. That's fun. Hold on, I think I just broke my stream. Chat, am I? What's happening? Chat, I'm. Okay, chat. So now we're wide. Why the fuck is Oculus turning on? Go away. Okay, so now we're wide. So this should... There we go. Yeah, so you know, toggling full screen and shit is gonna break our stream. But as you can see, it did work. We are in HD. So now if we can toggle full screen again. 800 by 600, 960 by 720, 1200 by 900, 720p, 1080p. This looks full screen. It's actually windowed. 1200 by 900. Right. So this is now all actually working as intended. I'm pretty sure. I once again, I can only test this on my computer. This isn't really video game design stuff. This is more like Windows OS stuff. So I can only test this on one PC. I'm just gonna cross my fingers and hope it works. And if there's any bugs, people will report it, and I'll release a 1.12 update. But it seems like this is working. Anyways. Guess we can play in windowed full screen. But yeah, so that's it. We are now going to uncap, or no, it was 144p was the bug, with the reported bug. Oh, also I added a steering sensitivity slider. This will mostly be, this isn't really useful for a gamepad or a keyboard, but it will be good for accessibility controllers and also steering wheels. So that's what steering sensitivity is for. None of you will probably need it unless, you know, you use a sensitivity, unless you use like an accessibility controller or something. But, you know, I just want this game to be played on as many controllers as possible, which means having more options, you know, in the option settings. Okay, so free race, any battle, no racers, 144p. Okay. Maker says, love the work you've done here. Happy to hear it. Okay, does this timer work? Will this timer work? Maker says accessibility options are huge. They are. I don't have all of the... Oh, we're in first person. I don't have all of the... Oh, sorry, you can't see the timer. I don't have all of the accessibility options that every game has. I am trying to add to it, you know, like colorblind mode and stuff. I don't really know how to do that without interfering, because that's post-processing, right? I don't really know how to do that without interfering with the current post-processing, which is, you know, doing the CRT effects and stuff. So, you know, I'm not I'm not really sure how to integrate that. But we do have the accessibility option menu is getting longer with every update, which is making me happy. Okay, so I can't really test what our FPS is. I don't think we're at 144. I don't think we are. With my streaming tools, I'm pretty sure we are not at 144. I can't really tell, though. We're definitely above 60. I can tell you that much. But, I mean, our timer looks good. This... Ghostface says it's good to see you invent Mario live on stream. Mario? I'm not inventing Mario, I don't know what you're talking about. This timer looks good. Sigil, hello, good morning. This looks good. Chat, this looks good. I think our bug's fixed. Hobo Mice, you're the one who reported the bug, right? Yes, okay. Yeah, it looks fixed. Does it look fixed, Hobo Mice? It looks fixed to me. Can we get under here? I hope not. Looks fixed? Okay, sick. What else are we testing? Joker says, I noticed that at some points running into monsters stops you. That's a bug. That is, once again, a fundamental bug that I can't fix. I don't know if you noticed, but during the final boss fight, sometimes you'll just like one of the flying birds will stop you in the middle of the air, and then you'll fall to your death. Right? That is something to do with how Unreal Engine's collision system works. That is basically the problem, and that is once again a fundamental issue. If I fixed it, I would change how the entire game functions, which is not something I can do post-launch. Now, what I did was completely change the entire collision system during the final, but only during the final boss level, just for that first phase. To fix that bug, it's required me to change the entire collision system for the final boss's first phase. It was a lot of fucking work, but I did it. Unfortunately, I cannot do that for the full game. It was not a bug that I was... It wasn't a major problem until the final boss fight, right? Right, it's pre-coded. Yeah, it's an Unreal Engine bug, I guess. I'm not even really sure how to define it. But yeah, that was super annoying. Okay, let's do a battle. No enemies, you said. That timer looks good, right, chat? Hold on, you can't even see it. That timer looks good, right, chat? You love that the screen is visible on your little transparent monitor. Oh, my overlay? Yeah. Hello. Oh, I know exactly what bug. Okay, there's a navigation bug. Okay. Hold on, their navigation's broken right now. Don't worry, that'll be fixed. I will log this bug though. But the timer looks good. Hold on, I know this bug. Okay. Joker, thank you so much for the subscription. Oh my gosh, I really appreciate that. Jasper says, I still remember the entire nav mesh and misalignment escapade. That was amazing. It's happening right now. Basically, Jasper, for some reason, all of my nav meshes will become misaligned or just completely broken or like partially assembled. And the only way to fix it is to go into every single level before my build, just delete every single nav mesh from every single level and rebuild them from scratch before building. That is the only way to address this issue. Joker says I just need the YAG emote. I wanted to give you some support for my favorite game of 2024. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Joker. I'm really happy you enjoy it. Hopefully you'll enjoy it even more with my planned content updates. Yeah, see this bug right here? That's because our nav mesh is broken. So I have to rebuild it. Because if I just leave the nav mesh alone for a day, it'll break. So I have to rebuild every single nav mesh in every single level before I do a build. That's what this bug you're seeing. They're acting like Bethesda NPCs. Fuck. Sounds like a nightmare? It is! It is a fucking nightmare. This is the nightmare that will never end. Nicholas says it himself. Okay, I guess that's all of the bugs we had planned for today. Addressed. Obviously rebuilding all the nav meshes I need to do before publishing version 1.11, so that'll be, yeah, I'm not publishing 1.11 on stream. That would require me to open up the Steam backend, which I'm pretty sure is breaking an NDA if I stream that. Even then, there's incriminating information in there, so we're not doing that live, so I'll be fixing that bug later. But, oh, the jump pads, no, we're doing the jump pads. I don't want to do the final boss jump pad, simply because that's, you know, spoilers, and I don't want to jump into spoilers just for a random stream. You know, if it is a spoiler stream, then sure, but this isn't. This is a random bug fixing stream, so we will do the Nicholas jump fix, which, once again, we cannot change how physics works, which means we can't fix this bug at its source. We have to fix them on a per use basis. And this fix is going to be kind of janky, but it's the only thing I can think of. Okay, so I did have a bunch of debug tools that lets me jump around this level, like the progression of this fight, like jump between phases. I have disabled them for the final retail release. Look at this fucking level. This level took me a month to build. This level took me a fucking entire month to build, this boss fight. I want to say the Nicholas boss fight took more time than the final boss, potentially? Anyways, this took fucking forever and drove me up the wall. But this part is where the bug is. Mocking Moth, thank you so much for the raid! Oh my good golly, you willikers! Thank you so much! Hell yag. Okay, so, and the bug, the jump is right here. This is the problem. Basically, this is a very small platform, and sometimes, because it requires a lot of accuracy to be able to jump here, but the jump pads aren't 100% accurate, is that some people miss this jump. So, what I'm thinking of doing... is just overpowering this jump pad and putting an invisible wall right here. So instead of either hitting the jump pad or undershooting it and dying and losing the boss fight, you either hit the jump pad or you overshoot it, bonk into an invisible wall, and then fall onto the jump pad, and then you're fine. That is not ideal, but that is the best solution I can think of that requires zero code rewriting. Because as we all know, big code rewriting will introduce more bugs potentially into the code base. So I don't want to fix this and have 50 more bugs pop up. Hoomai says, the boss fight is great. I do miss the old portals. Yeah, it was just too difficult. Yeah, like here, drive around 6 portals. That was ridiculous. Right, so we're gonna grab an EMV plane, which is my, try again, EMV plane. Maker says, the insight from this look behind the scenes got me seeing and knowing curse knowledge. A month of work, yeah. The Nicholas boss fight took a month of work. Arguably more. That was before the rebrand. The rebrand obviously added months of work to everything. Okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna scale you up. It's a factor of 2.5, I believe. Actually, a little bit more than 2.5. This is strange. Like that. We're then going to turn you invisible. In gameplay, right? This is not gameplay. So if actually, I think if we play from start from here. It's gonna play the cutscene, and then we can skip it, and we're still here. All right, good. So the problem is, so the thing is, we're gonna hit that jump pad, probably 9 times out of 10, right? I don't know how to recreate this bug, but I know it exists. Trap Nicholas. I don't think you can say that, Nightmare Kart. I don't think you're allowed to say that. So I don't know what causes people to undershoot this jump. Joker, are you still here? You've played this game a million times, right? Like, have you ever undershot this jump? Because I don't remember if it's been undershot in this version or a previous version, right? It's all blurred together in my head at this point. But you've only played the launch version. And Hobo Mice, you're also speedrunner, right? It looks like we're hitting it every single time. You've undershot the jump a couple times. I don't know what causes it. How's bug killing going? We're trying to replicate this bug. Yeah, I don't know what causes it either. I have no idea what causes that bug. Once in the hunter cart, a couple times in the boar. I don't think the cart type should affect it. But then again, I don't know what's causing it. I can't recreate it. Boosting mid-jump can save it. Right, that makes sense. It's like we're hitting it every time. This is very Armored Core 2 OST looking. That's because we are listening to the Armored Core 2 OST. I can't get it to happen. Can't get it to recreate. If you get slowed down, I mean, it should overwrite your velocity, but... And we made it fine. I don't... Okay. Do you get slowed down if you're too close to Nicholas? No, he speeds up. Yeah, at any angle. I feel like I've been so consistent with this. You know, yeah, it will force your angle, it'll force your velocity. But it's the mid-air control that can fuck it up. Boom, and we're fine. I'm too good, but apparently I'm not. And I've seen it happen. It's happened to me once or twice. What do we do? I mean, I guess if you hit the brakes in the middle of the air, it'll, like, you know, it'll obviously, you know, if you hit the brakes in the middle of the air. But I don't know, I think that's kind of, right? I mean, it doesn't make any sense realistically, but I can't change that as an underlying thing. There, so that's me holding the brakes in the middle of the air. If I do a power brake and hold the power brake buttons, even then, doing a drift, holding the button, no, I totally make it fine. Doing a drift and releasing the acceleration, you do it fine. Yeah, holding brake will cause you to fuck up. These are the worst bugs. They are, Joker. They are the inconsistent ones. So that's me holding brake. V-time, hello. Now, I can recreate the bug by holding brake. That's basically the problem right there, right? Do people, like, hold the brakes when going through that jump? I mean, the question is, brakes... Okay, so... It could be that people are just pressing the brake button, even for a second, right? Okay, yeah. Pressing brakes in the air should not slow your cart down. The question is, that is such a fundamental function of this game that I'm afraid that changing that will fuck up something else unexpectedly. We already had that happen during this stream, where I made a seemingly simple switch, letting opacity affect materials that are not set to translucent, and that fucked up the rendering of the character on respawn. Right? That was a tiny little change that broke something. Completely unrelated, because it is such an underlying system. Now, if I change this game's physics, where pressing brake in the air will no longer slow you down, will that break something else? Probably. Probably. Hobomai says, I let go of the keyboard on jumps and it still sometimes misses on the jump. Right. I don't think the bug that y'all are experiencing is because you're holding the brake button. I trust you not, you know, you're speedrunners. I trust you not to do that. I don't know how to fix this. My hands are off the controller. Sorry, this is the less glamorous side of game development right here. There was this developer diary of, I believe it was Infamous 1, maybe 2. And there was this developer, this programmer, and he was like, you know, I have like my kids still ask me like, it must be so fun, like making games for your job, and he was like, no, it's really not. You know, a lot of your day is just standing in the corner pressing the X button for 8 hours. You know, and I saw that when I was younger. I wasn't a kid, but I was, you know, I was like the PS3 era. I was a teenager or a young adult at that point. And I was like, gosh, that must really suck. And here we are, chat. Here we are, 10 years later. Standing in the corner, pressing the X button over and over again for 8 hours. EBS is one of its FPS related, a lag spike. Yeah, it could be. It could be. It could be a lag spike. Okay, well, basically, I can't recreate this bug. Duper, hello! I can't recreate this bug accurately, but I can make an facsimile of this bug by selectively pressing brake in the middle of the air, right? So, you know what we're going to do? We're going to add... We're going to add a lip here. Oh, let me look at the actual collision. We're going to add a lip here. That's invisible. So you will hit it, you'll be floating, you'll be like, huh? And then you go forward, and then you'll be fine, and then you won't remember it anymore. I'm also going to, I'm pretty sure this platform is too wide, but we are going to test this. Invisible floor time. Yeah, shut the fuck up, Nicholas. Okay. So I'm gonna selectively hold the brake button. Okay, well, that's too much. Because, like, okay, for the people who have played this game and have missed this jump, you bonk like the side of the jump pad of that platform, right? It's not so bad that you completely miss it. You like bonk into it, right? I've had this happen to me. There we go. But as you can see, the platform is too wide. If we hit the platform, the jump pad right here, like right at the edge, it will jump us over, right? We'll land right here on this edge, and then we'll fall off. So we actually need to make this narrower. Wrong way. 550, 525, 575. Let's do 550. Yes. Jasper says, very good compromise. I love how enlightening these streams are for dev stuff. Yeah, if you've been doing this fight and you were like just barely scraping along the edges of the platform, it's because the platforms are too wide, right? Shut the fuck up, Nicholas. Okay, so boom. Okay, we did fall off the edge, but we were caught. Oops. We were caught there. Yeah, you see how close we are to the edge here? There, we would have missed that, but we made it. Okay, this platform is still too wide. Dev streams give me life. I'm so happy to hear that. This is entertaining for y'all. I am just sitting here doing a single jump for an hour. I'm glad y'all are getting entertainment from this. Hold on, I'm sending a text to my date. I got a date tonight. Okay. Okay, so we are far on the right, but this is an acceptable margin. Congrats on what, Casey? Right. Like, we missed that jump. I mean, I was holding brake, but, like, you know, we hit the edge of it. Where's the 5? Okay. So I think we need to lower these 3 jump pads to 500 by 500 instead of 600 by 600. On having a date? Sure, thank you. Yeah, I don't think congratulations are in order, but sure, thank you. It's just a date, whatever. People go on dates all the time. Okay. right? So here we go. Boom. That's better. Right, we're still on the very far edge of this bridge, but we're not landing like here and falling off, right? There we go. We're caught by the invisible platform here. Boom. Armored Core 2 OST is funky. It sure was. Okay, this one. Okay, I do love this OST. This was probably not the best one for streaming too, so I'm gonna go ahead and skip it. As much as I do like how funky this one is. Let's do Frighteners. Where's Roundabout? Here's Roundabout. Okay. Maker says, providing support post-release for a free game while streaming and interacting with an audience is insane. Thank you. I'm happy to hear that. I really want the post-release of this game to be the biggest I've ever done. Because this is the biggest game I've ever made. Like you know, like release support-wise. We've probably, I'm pretty sure, last time I checked it hasn't happened yet, but I'm pretty sure right now we have now gotten more downloads than Bloodborne PSX, which is insane to me. We lost the IP, and we still got more downloads. Bloodborne PSX has been out for years. Nightmare Kart's been out for a few months. It's already got more downloads? That's fucking ridiculous. I do not want to just dump this game and then work on my next game. I really want to have a really healthy post-launch, which is what we're doing. Here's first-person mode. This will be in the new update. This is looking good. This is looking good, chat. This is looking good. This is looking nice and comfortable. I should probably make a post saying that. I need to confirm. Bloodborne PSX is at, it was like at like 600,000. 620,000 or something. And like I want to say like 2 weeks ago, Nightmare Kart passed 600,000. Ooh, here's a bug. Yeah, I want to say Nightmare Kart passed 600,000. It did. But I'm pretty sure it's past Bloodborne PSX's download numbers now. Why are we slightly off center? Okay, something weird is going on. Okay, first person mode seems to be fucked up in Nicholas's. I'm pretty sure the portals are messing up with our first person view up. As soon as you go through this portal, yeah, now we have camera lag. So now the camera's lagging behind the cart. If we pump it, if we toggle back in, there's no more camera lag. The cart is now perfectly, you know, over the chair. But as soon as we go through the portal, it's going to enable camera lag, and that will cause the camera to drag behind the cart, which is how it works in third person mode, right? Now we can see the seat on the bottom there. Okay, I'm going to log this bug, yeah. See what I mean, though? Like, first-person mode has introduced so many bugs to this game that I need to fix now. Right? Portals break first-person mode. So I'm going to log that. We're not going to fix that today. Fuck it. Let's fix it today. Let's fix it right now, shall we? But you see how much a simple feature can be so difficult to implement? Like, when you do a feature post-launch, I want to say like 20% of it is actually programming the feature. 80% of it, of the time spent, is just dealing with all the fucking bugs and all the edge cases. Because there is so much code that exists that you are adding to. Should the portal cause first-person mode to toggle? No, don't worry. I'm a better programmer than that. I can fix this. First-person mode broken after going through portal. Hold on, let me log this and then we'll fix it. Okay. The fun part of adding new features is new bugs, absolutely. Okie dokie, chat. So, basically, there are two fundamental differences to first-person mode. One big fundamental difference between first-person mode and third-person mode is the camera lag, right? Like, in third person, there is camera lag, which basically means the camera will drag behind the racer depending on your speed, right? So if it's kind of hard to tell, but I'm going to accelerate, and you're going to see the camera pull back while I get faster and faster, and then when I stop, the camera will then settle back into its default distance, right? Like you can see the wheels, like look at the, you can see the back wheel of the motorcycle, right? The back wheel comes into view, and then we stop, and then it settles. That's just, you know, a subtle effect of getting, you know, making it feel like you're going fast, right? That's, you know, that's just game design, baby. And then we stop, and the camera gets closer back to us. In first person, we don't want that. We turn off camera lag. So when I click this button to toggle into first person mode, it will disable camera lag. Now, and for some reason we're off center, which is a little weird when you look into that. But basically, a problem with camera lag is if you teleport. If we do teleport, so if I teleport with this respawn button, you see how the camera jumps from our old location to our respawn, right? Let me play this in slow motion. Watch. I'm gonna play this at 10% speed. We're gonna hit respawn. You see that? That's a bug. Now, it is a acceptable bug, I would say. I don't care enough for that to be a big problem, right? Because it's fast enough, it doesn't really matter. But that happens going through portals. That is bad, right? We do not want the camera to seamlessly jump from portal A to portal B. That is a problem. That is a bug. So, when you hit a portal, what happens? It disables camera lag for 1 frame, teleports you to the other portal, and then re-enables camera lag. So you don't get this weird travel time, because it disables camera lag for 1 frame and then re-enables it. Now, when we're in first person, camera lag is disabled at all times. So we go through the portal, it disables camera lag, which was already disabled, waits 1 frame, and then turns it back on, even though it should be off. So what we need to do in the portal code is to say, only turn on camera lag if you're in third person. If you're in first person, do not turn on camera lag. Do you see how complicated adding a simple feature into an already released game is? And this is just a simple first-person mode. So that's what we're gonna do. It shouldn't be that much. It shouldn't be that much work. It should be pretty easy. But like you see how insanely complicated this can get, even by adding a seemingly simple feature. So I'm pretty sure this is all the code right here. No, it's not. Icky, I will see you later. You have a good night. Have a good sleep. Alright, so this is a little bit spaghetti code. So when what is this? Oh, that's just for Nicholas. So we need to find out, yeah, so we disable camera lag right here, right? And rotation lag, same thing. And then we set the location to the sister portal. I forget where all this is. No, this is done on the Kart side. Right. So when you go through the teleport, it turns off camera lag, and then it says, "Hey, Kart that just hit the portal. You just went through a portal. So do all your shit." So then you go into the Kart pond. We will find I believe it's called, yeah, it's called executed, shit. Executed Kart teleport. And I'm gonna assume, because I know past Bunlith, that in execute Kart teleport, there is going to be a single delay. And it will then re-enable camera lag, which we do not want if the player is in first person. I believe there are no portals outside of single player. However, I do want to add portals in a multiplayer map at some point. So I will make sure. So theoretically, right now, we only need this to apply to player 1, right? But I do want to add support for having this work for players 2, 3, and 4 as well. So I'm going to code it in the future. So I'm going to code it to support all 4 players. Is this even doing anything? What is this doing? What is this delegate doing? Hold on, chat. This is the bit. Hit teleport mirror. Here we go. Okay. No, that's just for doing a taunt. Shit. Where is camera lag being re-enabled? I thought I had this all figured out. Here we go. Okay, yeah, it's right here. Okay. Yeah, delay 1 second, turn camera lag back on. So, I believe rotation lag is always on, even in first person mode. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go into our accessibility settings. We're going to grab the camera distance. So this value, it's called camera distance near. It should just be called camera distance as an integer. This integer right here, this number, if it's 0, you are at the default camera distance. 1 is first person, and 2 is far camera, right? So 1 is first person. This only applies to player 1. Players 2, 3, and 4 do not get their camera distance saved to file, right? So those are local. So this only works, this is only for player 1, right? So, which will be fine for now because there are only portals in the campaign, which is only single player. So only player 1 will ever be going through a portal right now. I do want to add, however, portals in multiplayer maps, like I said, which means player 2, 3, and 4 will be using portals potentially at some point in the future. So we're going to add support for players 2, 3, and 4. So that's pretty simple. We're going to get the Kart reference. I believe it's called non-get camera. Hold on. What is the value called? 1 second. Got so many fucking variables. Camera control. Camera distance non-player 0. Oh, whoops. There we go. Okay, so we're going to try and clean up these nodes. I try to prevent spaghetti as much as possible. It's not always possible, but I am trying. Chat, oops, that was very bad. I am trying to address the spaghetti, I promise. This is a Bunlith promise. Okay. So, this is getting complicated. It sure is! That's game development, baby! Okay, so. If this, so we're gonna get the player index. The player index basically says which player is this. If the player index is -1, that is an NPC AI driver. Player index 0 is player 1. I know it's confusing. Player index 1 is player 2. Player index 2 is player 3. Player index 3 is player 4. So we're gonna say is our player index greater than 0? That means that it is not an AI racer, right? So true. Now, is our player index... Now, remember, this only applies for player 1. These ones are for players 2, 3, and 4. So, if our player index is greater or equal to 1, that means that if this is true, then that means that this is player 2, 3, and 4. If this is false, that means we are player 1. Right? So, I love video games. I love coding and complicated, simple features, allegedly simple features after launch. It's so fun. Hold on, let me address the spaghetti. Okay. Look, I'm trying to address the spaghetti, okay? I'm trying to address the spaghetti. Okay. So, that means if the player index is greater than 0, if false, it's an AI. If false, execute the code as normal, which is already happening. It doesn't really matter about the AI's camera because they're not really using that camera. They know all. They only pretend to be stupid. I promise. Okay. So if true, this means the player. If this is true, non-player 0. Eva says, gotta go now. How was fun watching? I'm happy to hear that. Okay. Non-player 0. Okay. Non-player 0. False is player 0. Branch. Okay. Is in first person. Player 0 in first person. Okay. True. Non-player 0 is in first person. True. If false, execute the code like normal. If true, skip turning camera lag back on. I'm pretty sure this is it. And this is just for portals. This is just for teleporters. Okay. Okay. I think we're good. I'm gonna try it. Okay, why? Okay, so the camera is off center for some reason. We'll need to figure that out. That's a different bug. Right now we're fixing camera lag. And there we go. No camera lag bug. Now we're going to go through with a third-person camera, and hopefully it preserves our camera lag, right? And there we go, we got our camera lag. So many bugs down this stream? Yeah. I've gotten better at programming since launching this game, probably. She did it, people. She unbugged the bug. What's causing it to get off center? Yep, that's seamless. Okay. So if we go around this jump pad like Nicholas does, there, we were switching between first and third person between that like 10 teleport chain. Not a single problem with camera lag. So I'm gonna call it fixed. I'm gonna say that bug is fixed. And we allegedly fixed this jump bug here. We allegedly fixed this jump bug. So the only way for this to find out is to just push this bug fix and hopefully, and just cross our fingers that no one's got the bug again. Because we don't really know how to replicate it properly. I'm sorry, Big Bunny Stretch. Lead Time says, watching your streams gives me a better idea of what the day-to-day of game dev is. Let me try reading that again. Watching your streams gives me a better idea of what day-to-day game development is. Than my game dev courses. Thank you. Well, I guess game dev courses don't really prep you for the actual process of game development. It just kind of just teaches you how to use the tools, right? I guess that's that. I guess that's how school works, right? All right, I think. Are we done? Let me look at my bug list here. Yeah, Nicholas bad jump bug is what it's logged as. Okay, that's allegedly fixed. The jump, the last jump in the final boss's first phase is still broken. I will probably do a similar fix. We'll see. I'm not... Once again, the only way to test that is to just play it a million times. And I don't want to do that on stream because that's a spoiler. And this is not a spoiler stream. This is a regular stream. So I will look into that on my own time. Yeah, first person mode's a big one. I'm really excited for first person mode. I'm probably going to... Well, okay, I'm not going to promise anything that I haven't locked in yet, so not on stream anyways. So never mind. But okay, we got windowed mode working, which is a big one. I wasn't expecting that to be a big one, but it was a big one. We got stick turning sensitivity for third-party controllers, accessibility controllers, steering wheels, that kind of stuff. Oh, I removed the infinite insight bug. I'm sorry, everyone. Allegedly, I'll have to test that. Yeah, we mapped camera distance to the right stick. And that is also a rebindable button. So if we play this, heat from fire, fire from heat. So if we play this, if we go into accessibility, sorry, button rebinding, there is now a camera distance button, which is new. So yay for that. We fixed speedometer vanishing and not returning. Actually, let's test that again. Let me test that. Let me test that one more time while we're here. And we also fixed the timer being inaccurate at higher FPS, which I thought we fixed already, but I guess not. Okay, we're gonna do snake ball. We love snake ball. We love snake ball in this house. Okay. So I'm just gonna confirm that we fixed this bug. I'm just going through our bugs right now. Snake ball, snake ball, snake ball, snake ball, snake ball, snake ball. Oops! I killed the racer. I mean, I killed the guy with the gun. Hold on, I need to log. Hold on one second. Hello? There we go. So we have a speedometer in the corner. Why is the stage loading? It's loading the stage. Okay. So we have a visible speedometer. And then we die, the speedometer vanishes, and then when we respawn, the speedometer should be visible again. There we go. So that's fixed. The Nicholas bad jump bug has been fixed, allegedly, and the timer, it being inaccurate at different FPS, has been fixed. So that's a lot of work. Yeah, it's been a 3-hour stream. I think that's perfect. So I guess we'll call it here. Is there anything else we need to do? Let me load up the build we did. I just want to check the timer one more time. Just one more time. On an official build. Not in editor. Did you figure out the invisible bug? We did. It was tied to the character fading out into 100% transparency on the death animation. It was not reset after they respawned. So it was a material bug. So it was rendering. It was just rendering a transparent material. Okay, so that timer looks good. $30 FPS, timer looks good. Yes, big bunny on. Uncapped. The timer looks good. It looks good. Okay, I think, yeah, okay. We'll call that fixed. yeah, I guess we're done. I guess we'll call it here, chat. Yeah, so we just hit 3 hours, so that's perfect. So yeah, chat, we'll call it here. Thank you so much for hanging out during a bug fix stream. I always feel like these are a little less interesting than doing art, but it seems like you all had a really good time, so I'm really happy to hear that I had a good time. Yeah, I'm feeling great. We fixed a lot of bugs today, so that was great. That was fun. We didn't touch a single bit of art, but it still looked. I would still say that was a successful, fun stream. Yeah. All right then. I guess I don't really have anything else to add. So yeah, that'll be it. I will see you all next time, which will be potentially tomorrow because we stream every Sunday. Every other day is a bonus. Every other day is unscheduled, but we do stream every Sunday. So yeah, I will see you all tomorrow, hopefully. Okay then, bye bye.